Hi there. Today I will be talking about a story time. I might talk about a couple story times from my past. Okay, so this was about 3 years ago, and I was hanging out with my friend, her mom, and my friend's friend, which my friend didn't really like this person. So we'll name my friend's friend Taco, and we'll name my friend's mom Terry, and my friend, I'll just call her my friend. So we were all in the car, and my family was going through some financial problems at the time where we couldn't really afford to do fun activities with the family, or buy much that we want, just the stuff that we need. So at the time, I was hanging out with them. Taco was like, oh, I really want to go to the rodeo this year, but I can't really do that. My family can't afford it. And you could tell that she was lying, and she lies a bunch, and she lives in this really nice house with really nice parents and stuff. And so Terry, the mom, goes, oh, we could take you to the rodeo this year in front of me. Like, they're talking about their future plans, that they're gonna go and take them to this fun thing in front of me. So, I was like, well, okay, whatever. And I was like, oh, I thought y'all were gonna take me to the rodeo this year, because me and my friend were talking about going to the rodeo together. And they were like, well, Taco doesn't have enough money to go, so we're gonna take her. That made me so mad. And I was like, well, they're like, Terry was like, you could go if your parents pay for it. And I was like, well, we're actually going through some financial stuff at the time, so I can't really do that. She's like, she ignored that I said that we're going through financial problems, which we were going through financial problems. She ignored that part. She's like, okay, well, we can't take you because Taco can't afford it, but I couldn't afford it either, and that made me really hurt. And that was a horrible moment in my life, and it just made me pretty upset. And then they went and they had a fun time, and I didn't go. Actually, but my friend didn't really have a good time because she actually really did not like that girl. But Terry, the mom, liked that girl a lot. So that was the first story. Let's move on to the second story. Second story with Terry again, because I want to focus on this person, and hopefully she doesn't see this, but I'm not gonna put her name on for privacy reasons. It's just, this is my opinion on how things went, and she might have it a different way in her head, but yeah, I just feel like this should be shared. So parents out there, do not accuse other children of doing something because it was probably not them if they say 1,000 times that it wasn't them. So here's this story, and this story got my blood boiling so hard, and at the moment I thought I was gonna go into this person's room and stab them to death. Okay, so what happened was I went to my friend's house for a sleepover. And of course Terry's there because Terry's the mom, am I right? So Terry pulled me into a room and she started talking to me with a very serious tone and conversation. And she was like, Carmen, I found something under the sofa the other day. And I was like, oh, what was it? She's like, what do you think it was? It was sticking to the bottom of our sofa. I was like, I don't know, a cat? And they're like, no. It was something sticky and chewy. And I was like, gum? And she was like, Yeah, gum. We had gum under our sofa. Is there something you would like to confess? I was like, no, I didn't do anything. I don't know what you're talking about. I never have ever put, like, I can't, I didn't do it, you know? And she kept saying, come on, you can confess. Just say you're sorry and I'll forgive you. And I kept saying, no, I didn't do it. I did not do it. And I said that at least 20 or 30 times. At least that many times. At least that many times. And she kept saying, Carmen, if you don't confess this, then I'm gonna not let you be at my house anymore. I kept saying, I didn't do it. She's like, just say you're sorry. I was like, if you don't leave me alone, I am going to actually murder you. So she said it again. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. That night, I wanted to go home, but I didn't want to be a bad friend and just leave just because I was mad at Terry. So I stayed that night, and then I went and I told my mom, and it turns out that it was a little girl that moved away like months ago who did it. And Terry apologized, and I hope she felt bad because it made me so upset. And I don't know if she really believes that it was that girl, but it really hurt a lot. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, like, and if you want to see more videos, you should totally subscribe. I'll see you next week on Wednesday. Goodbye.